Si Mayor.
Alright, good morning ladies and gentlemen. I am Sarah Nagisman from PLDT Enterprise. It is my honor to be the host for this momentous occasion as we formalize the partnership between the City of Manila and PLDT Enterprise. To tell us a bit of a background of the partnership, please welcome the Assistant Vice President and Corporate Relationship Management Head of the Government Sector of PLDT Alpha, Ms. Joy Hino.
Honorable ISKO MORENO of Vice Mayor Hani City Admin Sir Felix Espiritu, Secretary to the Mayor Sir Bernardito Ang, Chairman and CEO PLDT Mr. MORENO.MANILA, Chief Revenue Officer for PLDT and Smart Alpha Nilio, SVP and Head of PLDT and Smart Enterprise Julie Hernandez, First Vice President and Head of PLDT Alpha Victoria, Mr. Yves Gonzalez from Google Philippines, Head of Government and Public Policy. Our esteemed hosts from the City Government of Manila, my dearest colleagues, guests from media, a pleasant morning to all. Today marks a very important milestone in PLDT and Smart partnership with the City of Manila, and with Mayor ISKO Moreno at the helm of the city's operations, we truly are excited to see how else we can support your government's initiatives. Connectivity has always been at the core of the PLDT group, and today we remain committed in further strengthening this as we roll out Google Station Smart Wi-Fi in high foot traffic areas around the city. Kasama po dun, sir, sa Google Wi-Fi, Manila City Hall, Hospital ng Maynila, Tondo Medical Center, Cap Andres Bonifacio Memorial Medical Center, Universidad de Manila, and the Museo Pambata. This is only, sir, the initial phase, and for the discussion, please, we'll talk about that. Our greater goal has always been to connect every Filipino wherever they are, and with this partnership, we are opening a multitude of opportunities for Manileños to stay in touch with their family and be more productive saan man sila. It is an honor for us to play a huge part in the city's digital transformation journey, and we look forward to seeing how else we can further support and enable you and the Manileños as you pivot into becoming a smart city. We thank you for trusting us. Magandang umaga and maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Ms. Joy Hino. And now to give us his message, please welcome the Chairman and CEO of PLDT and Smart, Mr. Manuel B. Pangilinan.
Thank you. Good morning first of all, to the Right Honorable Mayor here, ISKO Moreno, to Vice Mayor Hani, to staff and officers of the Manila City Hall, and my colleagues here, today is a momentous day for us. We mark a milestone event by signing a memorandum agreement with the City of Manila in respect of the provision and rollout of Wi-Fi, which I think George has described, the good mayor here. But I think more than that, we want to do a number of projects that the mayor has described to us this morning. I think when we met a few weeks ago at PLDT. So I just want to say that we are committed to supporting Mayor Moreno here in this many efforts efforts, not least of which is, for example, he mentioned that was right up the alley of PLDT is the provisioning of CCTV cameras in all parts of the city of Manila, and for us to provision as well your operations center in City Hall and the second floor, which is fallen into a state of disrepair. So if there's something we can do in that regard, our people will be more than willing to help out. We did say as well about your concern about, I think, juveniles fallen outside the ambit of the law. We have actually been an active supporter of juveniles in jail. We have been working with the other school, we believe with the sub. Brother Gus Boguer has built the first rehab center for juveniles in jail in Bacolod. We supported that, and we supported a bigger one in Las Marinas, the South Las Marinas, which is important that their space is beside the school so that the kids can continue to educate. So again, there are other things we can do for you and for the city. More than willing to do that. We're committed to building connectivity, providing the technical solutions, the digital solutions. That's why David is here to ask him to come over. So thank you so much. And one of the topics we talked about was whether we could find a space to relocate our headquarters in your good city.
Yes.
I actually think City Hall might be a good space. So maybe, yeah, the last thing I'd like to say is about your fountain. Okay, we'll do it. I'll get Metro Pacific to do it for you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Manuel Pangilinan.
So we're reluctant to visit LGUs. We know it's going to cost us money.
Another big hand for Mr. Manuel Pangilinan. And at this time, we would like to hear from the Honorable Mayor of the City of Manila, Honorable Mayor Francisco ISKO Moreno of MANILA.
Maraming salamat. Dalaga ka pa. Yes, ako na ako. Alay niya. Anyway, it's like to light up the atmosphere. We always wanted to give a certain level of vibrancy in Manila. And, because as you can remember, Manila, for so many occasions, or years and decades, masyado kami naging matigas. Machisel, macho, siga. But we, kasamahan ko sa mga kawani ng pamahalang lungsod. Gusto namin lagi nakangiti ang lungsod ng Maynila, the window of the country, smiling and receiving all the guests, investors, and all other things that will come to us with a big smile and colors. Ay, paano siya ganun man lamang? Wala pang tos kasi yun. Ngiti-ngiti lang yun. Manuel B. Pangilinan, Chairman and CEO, PLDT and Smart. Al Panlilio, CRO PLDT and Smart. Joey Hernandez, SVP and Head PLDT and Smart Enterprise. Mon Isperto, Public Affairs Head PLDT and Smart. To our City Administrator, Felix Espiritu, and Secretary to the Mayor, Bernardito Siam. And our beloved Vice Mayor. Tignan ninyo, talagang nagbabago na ang Maynila. Diba sabi ko kanina, Manila matigas, chismis, siga, chauvinist, and the thing. When we created the concept in Ascenso Manileño as a local party that all, it's like what, if I may borrow Abraham Lincoln's statement, all men are created equal. And it was proven now in Manila na nagbabago na rin ang mood. The first woman vice mayor of the city of Manila, Vice Mayor Annie. When I was then a vice mayor, I opted to choose and lobby before the city council to make Councilor then Lacuna to head the council. So she was also the first woman majority floor leader. Kaya siguro nga na dumating na ang panahon ng mga tao rin ay nagbabago na rin ng panahon. So, and in advance, that's going to be June 24 of next year. May awan Diyos, ito yung passing lang, no? Kasi may ginang nabisuhan ko kayo. Kayo yung balugod namin iniimbitahan sa darating, may awan Diyos, pinakamalaking Pride March sa buong bansa sa pag-celebrate ng araw ng Maynila next year. So you are all invited. If you don't have any issues with preference, you are welcome to the city of Manila because we don't have one. So kayo po ay balugod namin pinagpapauna. Inaanyayaan. So muli ngayong umaga sa ating mga kababayan ay akin pong in behalf of the city and the people of Manila, maraming salamat Mr. Pangilinan. 10 ng iyong mga kasama sa iyong kumpanyang kinatanganan. Kayo'y nakatutuwa at tumugon sa aming panawagan. 10 ng aming mga kasama rin dito sa mga kawani ng city government na yung aming paghingi ng tulong. Kaya po ngayong araw na ito ikinalulugod namin sapagkat kanina ang pinag-uusapan pa lang natin internet pa lang, akalain mo nakagalit ako ng fountain. Lagot ka, Mr. Pangilinan. Tama yung sinabi mo. Marami ka ngayong imbitasyon na makukuha sa mga local government. Mr. Pangilinan has a story behind it. I would think that Manila is very special to Mr. Pangilinan because Mr. Pangilinan is Batang Manila. You can ask him later on. I was told, I am not the authority to say it, but I know for a fact that he's from Manila. So, natutuwa kami na yung mga tao na namahay, lumaki, at naging bahagi nila, ang buhay nila, ay ang lungsod ng Maynila, at nawalay. At naglakihan sa katagumpayan ng kanilang mga kaniyang field of undertaking ay ngayon ay bumabalik upang tulungan ang komunidad na bahagi ng kanyang buhay. Sana marami pang Mr. Pangilinan sa top 500 ng Forbes magazine. Opo, sapagkat alam po ninyo, ang pulubi hindi nakakapamili. I know how it feels. Kaya any help will do. It's not for me. This is not for me. This is for the people of Manila. When we start giving back their roads, when we start giving back their parks, when we start giving back what they should have, the city of Manila for the past 30 days and 7 days of this year in our administration. So, kami po ay sana madalas-dalas.
Daming coffee.
Charlie, ha? You invited. Sana po talaga sa ating pangibang mga manunood, kung hindi man kabigatan sa inyo, sana po tulungan niyo po talaga kami. Kailangan. No, ang maganda lang ngayon, Mr. Pangilinan, kung meron kami may pagmamalaki sa inyo na bilang isang mga bahagi ng negosyo sa ating bansa. Ang ating pong Pangulo ng bansa, nagsaad ng polisiya. Sabi, dapat yung mga business permit na yan. Ang panawagan ng Pangulo, that to apply the ease of doing business in all 1,600 plus local government units in the country. Awa ng Diyos, kay Atty. Paul, ang head ng licensing division of the City of Manila, and Director Levy Pacundo, came up with an idea. And we launched it, witnessed by Secretary Lopez, that if the President, for that matter, is asking at the very least 3 days, kailangan may permit na. Ang Maynila po, dati last month, no, 2 months ago, dati 11 steps in 8 windows, ang Manila po, 3 steps in 1 window. Dati kapag nag-apply ka ng business permit, ang Manila, 5 to 10 days. Minsan hindi ko makuha. Nag-operate ka na, ang sabi ko na, to follow. Now, Manila, we challenge each and every investors or businesses and entrepreneurs. Go back to Manila and test our capacity to the maximum. That in Manila today, when you file your business permit as new business, you will have it in 1 day. Yan ay isang kaparaanan sa pagtugon sa panawagan ng Pangulo ng Bansa. Hamong ibinigay sa atin ni Pangulong Duterte. At bilang kapitbahay, bilang bahagi ng local government unit, at bilang kapitolyo, manubang dito na rin masimulan ang hinahangad niyang pagbabago at hinahangad namin pagbabago. So kayo po, sa inyo, sa lahat, sa Metro Pacific Incorporated Group, no? Sumayin nyo ang taus-pusong pasasalamat ng aming mga kababayan sa lungsod ng Maynila sa tulong na ipinagkaloob nyo sa amin. At awan Diyos, ito ang garantiya namin sa inyo. Pagbubutihan po namin. Talaga pong sa maliit naming kaparanan, yung inaasahan ninyo, I hope, sa awan ng Diyos matugunan namin, maabot namin yung inyong mga expectations. We will try to live as if para kaming makina ng kotse. And if I may borrow my, yung sinasabi lagi ng aking late mentor, Kuya Jerms, sabi nga niya, walang tulugan. Because I think we cannot afford to lose time. We may lose money, like you in a business. You can gain back money. If we lose time, and I believe personally, the most valuable commodity, kung pwedeng tawagin commodity, the most valuable commodity in this world is time. And we've lost that 2 decades of opportunity. When I say 2 decades, it's literal because 18 years ago or 20 years ago, there's no such thing as Mall of Asia, Entertainment City, in Pasay, Parañaque, the south of Manila. There is no such thing as Trinoma in Quezon City, UP Techno Hub, MRT2, MRT3. There's no such thing as Capitol Commons in Capitolio Pasig. There's no such thing as Taguig. There is Taguig City, but there is no PGC. So these things, ito ang napagkait sa amin because we did not move. We did not dream. We did not envision We did not give directions, offer directions, or at the very least, aspire for a better life. But be that as it may, ay maaaring sila'y matatayog ang kanilang mga gusali. Magaganda, tama naman. Pero they cannot take away the character of the city of Manila. Yon ang yaman ng lungsod ng Maynila. So, inyo, lastly, muli at lagi, kung hindi man kalabisan, kung kababaang loob, ako'y patuloy na nakikisuyo, ako'y patuloy na nakikiusap. Nawa, sana'y tulungan niyo po kami. Hindi namin po ito kakayanin ng kami-kami lamang. Kailangan ko po ng maraming tulong sapagkat nakalulungkot man ang sitwasyon ng Maynila. Kailangan po natin pagkaisahan na muling maibalik yung mga bagay na nasabi na ng tatay natin nung araw. Pearl of the Orient, Paris of the East. Those days were gone. Then, we have now an opportunity together, all of us. Bawiin natin ang tayo ng lungsod. At tingin ko, mas mabuti kung kasama namin kayo. At itong araw na ito, na ginawa ninyo, Mr. Pangilinan, ito ang araw ng patunay na kapag ang tao ay nagkakaisa, mamamayan, negosyo at gobyerno, pamayanan, ay talagang magkakaroon na ng direksyon ang isang syudad, ang isang bansa. Maraming salamat. Pagpalain nawa kayo ng Panginoon Diyos, Mr. Pangilinan, sa ng iyong mga kasama. Bigyan sana kayo ng malusog na pangangatawan. Diyan man lamang masuklian namin ang bagay na ibinigay niyo sa amin. Pinasama namin kayo sa aming mga panalangin. Sana, kapagtagumpayan ninyo ang inyong mga hamong kakarapin pa. At higit sa lahat, damihan niyo pa. Umulit pa kayo. Magandang araw po at palain nawa kayo ng Panginoon. Manila! God first!
Another big hand for the Honorable Mayor ISKO Moreno. And now to our signatories, we will proceed to the official signing of the official contract. PLDT Enterprise in the City of Manila. Please affix your signature over your printed name.
Ano yan? Ay! Oh, pula. Tumbler sa help mo.
Or dear signatories, please hold on to your pens and smile at the camera.
Hindi ka mo pula.
Big smiles, everyone. point, we'd like to ask our signatories to please rise. Proceed in front of the table for the handshake seal.
Te. Ma'am, meron sa likod
May camera sa likod.
Yung mga nakigulo sa gitna.
Yun, no? Kahit malo.
Big smiles, everyone! At this point, we'd like to call on Iman, our Senior Vice President and Head of PLDT and Smart Enterprise, Mr. Joey Fernandez, as well as the Head of Government Affairs and Public Policy of Google Philippines, Mr. Ives Gonzalez, to join the group photo. We'd also like to call on other key officials of the City of Manila, as well as executives from PLDT Enterprise, to join the group photo op. All the department heads of City of Manila, please do join the photo op, as well as the executives of PLDT Enterprise. Thank you.
Jed. Jed. Teka, ask ko sila.
Alright, another big hand for the City of Manila and PLDT Enterprise, who are dear signatories. Please return to your seats. We will now moving on to the next part of the program, and to officiate or to facilitate the question and answer section, please welcome the Head of Public Affairs of PLDT and Smart, Mr. Mon Esberto.
Thank you very much, President.
Also, you should take the delegate because you put the white screens. You will have to it's all digital.
Okay, thank you very much, Mayor. At this point in time, good morning, everyone. We would like to give the members of the media here an opportunity to pose some quick questions to the principals who are here at the head table. So I'd just like to request the members of media, if you wish to ask a question, to please raise your hands. We have a microphone here that we can provide Please identify yourself at kung sino pong gusto nyo sumagot po sa tanong.
Hi sir, good morning. Katrina Domingo from ABS-CBN News. For smart communication officials, why did you prioritize these 6 locations in the capital city, and where do you plan to move forward? Thank you.
Joy? Sige, Ina is,
I led the smart
she
Wi-Fi.
runs the smart Wi-Fi.
Yes, well, we coordinated very closely with the city government in choosing which particular areas. And these are, in general, what we want is where we are able to help the most the public. No? So these are the high foot traffic areas that we actually chose. So initially, it's just the 6 sites, but we intend to roll out a few more in close coordination again with the local government.
Saka pag may emergency, pwede na tumawag yung may mga supply.
Yes.
Because there's a available bandwidth there. Pwede na siya mag-Viber o Messenger using the Wi-Fi.
Correct.
Nagbabinder ka ba kayo?
Video nga live. Sabi nga sa akin, naawa sa akin, pero ba, mabilis yung data kasi hindi nagka-live din naka-smartphone.
Totoo yan!
Yes, sir. Nakuha na namin. Next question, please. Yes. Yes, sir.
Mayor, Joshua po for Manila Times. May tanong ko lang kung ano po yung magiging partnership natin sa Metro Pacific and sa fountain natin.
Ano magiging partisipasyon?
Nila sa Metro Pacific tsaka sa fountains natin sa Manila.
Oh, well, after the signing of the agreement or assistance given to us by PLDT Smart, I would assume that the donation will come from one of the subsidiary company, and in this case, I would the water or the utility company under NPL. But I don't know what happened in less than 2 minutes. In between, I don't know, but Mr. Pangilinan said, Toledo, halika. Huwag na yan. Personal money ko na lang ang pampapagawa ng fountain. Ano ang epekto nun? Oh, here we are, you know, it is a personal money coming from Mr. Pangilinan, who is a private individual. All we have to do is to start building and digging. Mapapabilis, and the people of Manila will receive it, feel it, mararamdaman na kagad nila. There's something new in Andres Bonifacio. And this is our drive and policy with regard to protecting, keeping clean our heritage. And in fact, hindi namin binubuhat ang bangko namin. Binago namin yung aming direksyon sa pagpapatayo ng City Hall. Mas pinahalagahan namin yung open green space than our proposed office. Building up a new City Hall. Kami ngayon na mag-a-adjust. Kaya napapaganda lang kasi mukhang things are falling into right places. Kaya ito, hindi lang sa MPI, hindi lang sa kumpanya. Kaya ito, pera na ni Mr. Pangilinan. Sir, hindi kami tumatanggi. But I'm happy. It is in a better situation. Mas mapapagalas. So yun ang ano. Kaya kami, trabaho na lang namin. Tumanggap, i-assist sila. Wala na ibang dapat po.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Next question, please.
Good morning po, I'm Gregory Doro from TV5. To Mayor ISKO Moreno po. Sir, when you were Vice Mayor, you pushed for the provision of Wi-Fi services in the city. Now that you're Mayor and with this partnership, how would this be vital in providing delivery, how would this be vital in delivering services to our Manileños?
Thank you. Yes, it's true. It's one of my greatest dream that, coping up with highly urbanized cities also from the other countries. In Korea alone, I've been receiving in my meter, bandwidth meter, about 27 Mbps in the streets of Korea. At the time, that was like 4 or 5 years ago. And I think they can do this. This is not a rocket science technology. So why not build it in Manila? And when I was given an opportunity, that small opportunity, we did that already. This concept of what's going to happen next in the city of Manila, may proof of concept na yan. In fact, after putting a Wi-Fi community in the likes of U-Belt in the south and U-Belt in the east, kasi we have two U-Belt, the south of Manila, west-south, and eastern part of the city towards Quezon City, the Mindiola, Moraita group. Doon namin nilagay yun. At ang naging epekto noon, yung naging epekto, if you adapt technology in governance, sumunod na, nakapagtayo kami ng cameras and CCTVs. Sumunod nun sana, yung emergency assistance program that government will run 24 hours a day with regard to certain services that can be made available 24 hours a day, and particularly the peace and order situation and healthcare assistance program. Yun na sana yan, tatagos na yun eh. Pagkayari nun, ito na, business na. Integration of any form of technology to give ease with regard to, for example, payment of taxes, transaction in governments, regulatory peace, and so on and so forth. So, yung backbone is the communication. Having that in place, intact, stable, long-term, wala na yan. Susunod din yan, magpipishbone ka na lang. Doktong ka lang ng doktong. And unlike in the old days, using copper, has a limited capacity. But fiber, which are now being utilized also in other countries, they are ahead of us by 20 years. And now, good that PLDT and SMART has these facilities. If can we or participate, private sector, government, I think the future of Manila will be unlimited with the help of this and technology. So, yun ang greatest dream. Na even to the point while you're talking to you, you're just typing and you can pay your taxes in your fingertips. But I don't like 54,000 people will go here by January, and we're going to deal with 100 square meter at 54,000 at 8 hours a day, at 5 days a week, and you do your math in time and motion. I'm not a businessman, but they use it in business. Yung time and motion. Sige, kaya hindi magtataka na kung bakit 2 buwan na hindi pa tapos si Pedro, kakapagbabayad na lang na buwis. And it's gonna cost us money. Why? There will be 54,000 at the very least, about 10%. That's 5,000 cars will pass through this corner of the city. Will add pollution and so on and so forth, traffic and so on and so forth. So I don't like them. It's not I don't like them. I don't like them or naabala sila. Bakit? May teknolohiya. Ba't hindi adapt? Kasi, you know, mas masarap yata tira ballpen. Ang tawag namin doon sa kali, bola de cubeta. Doon kasi nagkakadisgrasyaan. But with technology being adopted in governance, you limit the possibility of discretion. And in discretion, if I remember my professor, Professor Howitz told me that you can never solve corruption, and we were shocked. But sabi niya, may katutong niya, sabi niya, but if you adopt technology and you limit discretion, naturally, corruption will die. So, solving corruption without lifting a finger by adapting to technologies. So, yan ang dream, goal, or direction ng City of Manila. May awa Diyos, sana. Anyway, all we have to do is dream. So, bisa. But, you know, yun yan, nabanggit ko na kanina, BOSS was implemented, business one-stop shop. And ARTA law are being implemented, followed in the city government of Manila. Ease of doing business being implemented in the city of Manila. So, magkaano na yan? Naturally. May awaan Diyos. So, malaking bagay. Napakalaki. To cut the long story short, malaking bagay kapag ito ay in place na sa Manila. Unlimited na yung possibilities.
Thank you again, Mayor. Questions, please? Are there more questions?
Good morning, Zian Ambrosio from ABS-CBN. Mayor, aside dun sa 6 na lugar na nabanggit ninyo, ano po yung next target ninyo na mga lugar? Meron pa po ba?
Public places like parks and definitely schools. We have 104 schools. We have 60 plus health centers. Our major facilities. So there's a reason behind it. There's food traffic. And especially itong sa podli natin. Di ba nakita mo ngayon? Grabe. Talaga. Ang tawag nila? Instagrammable. Yun daw ang millennial term. But you cannot Instagram without smart connection. Wala akong marketing. Nakakalawa na ako kasi galaw pa natin, baka dumami pa the lights. Yes, we will prioritize. As you can see, there are hospitals and healthcare, educational institutions, and public parks. Because we have 47, we've dealt with already in less than 2 months, 2 parks already, and 2 heritage sites. We're going to go to another one, and another one day at a time. Before we go to another one, we fix, we maintain, and consistently addressing it. So, at least in less than a month, 2 sites were protected already. So, importante rin na kung meron doon, we can have pictures, selfies, small things. Yes, yeah.
Mayor, di ba last week po atay nakipag-meeting kayo sa PNP doon sa na mag-create ng anti-cybercrime group dito sa Manila.
Yes.
Ano po ba ang maitutulong naman ito pagdating sa proyekto na yun?
Well, to the criminals, to bad elements, there is now what you call bahay ni Kuya in Manila. So we need connectivity. We need strong, stable connection with regard to communication. These things and our applications, programs can run smoothly, then here we are creating a NOC or creating command center. So later on, epekto, we're watching you. Yan ang ending. Ano naman yun sa part na yun in terms of peace and order. So I would rather shoo them away, although we'll go after you if you do it in Manila. But as much as possible, we don't want to engage in circumstances or may arise along the way, no? Na ayoko, medyo pangit ang resulta. Pero ito'y kung may babala, may mga pamamaraan, papapaalala, o tataboy, that would be better for the city of Manila. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. At saka, Mayor, okay po sa Any more questions, please? Okay. I just want to do a quick survey, no? Running out of time. How many more?
Follow-up lang.
1 and 2. Okay, so last 2 questions. Okay, thank you very much.
To PLDT Smart President and CEO, Sir MORENO.MANILA. Sir, ang nabanggit po ni Mayor Moreno kanina, his dream is to be at par with the technologies in other countries. Now, in providing this kind of service po sa Manila, what's our dream in doing this, and are we already in talks with other local government units in providing the same?
Thank you for your question. The answer is yes. No? We're mainly in the business of providing the digital infrastructure to our people and to the government, whether it's national government or the local governments. And one of the major elements of this infrastructure build that PLDT has been engaged with is the promotion of smart cities. No? I think to the point, to the question earlier raised, is that we actually would like to sit down with Mayor Moreno about how we can digitalize the processes here in City Hall. No? I'm fairly certain that given the space, we probably are very paper-oriented. No? And because part of the issue relates to cybersecurity, because if you digitalize, then you're able to protect your records. It's not so much because you want to digitalize for the sake of digitalizing. It's because you want to protect the citizens' records, because anybody, if these are paper documents, pag nasunog ito, hari na makuha. Hindi naman mangyari, pero pag nasunog, o may nangyari sa papeles, mawawala yun. So, if you digitalize and then protects the citizens' records, your tax records, everything else that relates to revenue on the revenue side, and to the identity of your citizens. I think that's very important to any city administration. So we'd like to do that and build the relevant infrastructure connectivity that the government, the city of Manila needs, and of course the people of Manila need.
I think Mr. Panlilio wants to add a few words.
Hi, good morning. No, just wanted to add to the points of MVP. I think it is a template for other LGUs, and I think writing down some notes that Mayor was saying, access, emergency services, ease of doing business. I think there are ways that we can improve that. On top of that, if you do have a smart city to the definition of MVP, and you do need infrastructure to do that, you can also monitor security through CCTV, traffic management. A lot of this is already capable, is already available. No? You can even look into smart street lighting. You can monitor those things also, so that hindi rin kayo nagsasayo. Gali ako meron before, hindi kayo kasi ng kuryente, kung may araw na pwede siyang patayin. No? And you can also monitor these things. I think technology, analytics can work for the city, for Mayor. And again, I was telling the team, this is really a template for other LGUs to follow and really give solutions, not only for us to offer solutions, but really for your citizens in Manila and citizens across other LGUs. At the end of the day, I think we want to serve your I guess, constituents better. Kami naman po kung smart city nga, branded na smart na nga so we can help you do that. Yung commercial niyo po, boss, gagawin na namin. Dalawa ng tweet namin ninyo. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Panlilio. One more question.
Follow-up lang.
Yes, please.
Sir, for smart,
Sir, for Smart, Google expanded its Wi-Fi stations around 400 units last month. By how many more do you intend to add in the following months, and what's the timeline? In Manila and in other parts of the
I
Philippines.
think Ina will have to answer that.
Okay, thank you for the question. Currently, Google Station is in over 400 sites already, 400 hotspots, and our plan is to almost double it to about 800 by Q3. So, but that's nationwide, so that covers other areas.
In Manila.
In Manila, I don't have the actual figures. I can get back to you with the specifics. But we already have a lot of sites in Manila, so I will just get back to you on the details. Okay, including the port area is covered. Thank you.
Okay, last chance for any more questions. Okay, in that case, thank you very much. Let's please give a hand to our Mayor, Paul, and Mr. Pangilinan, you may want to have some final words before we hand over. In that case, boss, then we close the program. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat.
And that officially concludes our program. Thank you all for joining us in this momentous occasion. Our snacks is now served. Our buffet station is now open. Please help yourself. Thank you.
Jo! Tali ng kanta na.